5 years after the first Abomination was made and parents took their kids to go see it, in 2004, they decided to make a sequel to that. And God help us all. Yeah, this is Derek Yasha, and today on why this movie was made, it's going to be Baby Geniuses 2. And no, I'm not calling it Super Baby Geniuses 2. Because that's just a fucking obscure, retarded title for the movie. Even though that the title was that. And plus, um, Super Baby Geniuses 2? Where the fuck is the first one? Seriously, because the first one is just called Baby Geniuses. But I'm just calling it Baby Geniuses 2. Okay? So let's get into it. The story. Well, it takes place after the first one. And up to this point, I don't really fucking care what happens. Seriously, because if I didn't care to watch the first one, what makes you think that I'm gonna care to watch the second film? Sorry, I guess this film gives me indigestion, but I don't really care how they get the serum and the powers and all that. I don't really fucking care. Alright, and that's the fact that your story is a pile of shit. Also, that this could have been an episode of Rugrats or, I guess, a cartoon. Yeah. How I feel about, how I feel about the first film, that's the same way I feel about this film. I'm sorry if I'm confused, but this film is giving me a fucking headache. And also the fact that I want to put a knife in my throat and just end my life and drill a drill into my forehead. So let's get into the characters. Nobody really cares up to this point. Okay? It's just lackluster, it's a clusterfuck, and a burnt crisp of a gingerbread man cookie that nobody really wants to eat. And you overcooked it. Yeah. So the acting from the actors and actresses. Up to this point, I don't care about the actors and actresses because they are just in a shitty movie and they was in it for a fucking paycheck. Just how like everyone else was in it for a paycheck for the first film. Ugh, my god, man, what I have to fucking go through. Seriously. And out of all people, Whoopi Goldberg is in this. I mean, I like Whoopi Goldberg, but she could have been in better. Come on, dude. I mean, like, what the fuck? Seriously, like, she was in Rat Race, and that was a mediocre movie at best. That was an okay film. But at the end of the day, like, who really wants to watch Baby Geniuses 2? Fucking nobody. And nobody's gonna watch it for Whoopi Goldberg. I guarantee you that. Only the dumb demographic is gonna watch this, or people that want their kids to suffer. Yeah, they want them to watch this. But enough about the acting. So let's get to the writing. I mean, these are the same people that wrote the first movie. Or maybe it's a different writer. I don't know. I don't really fucking care up to this point. Okay, because what I could say is, like, seriously, man, nobody really fucking cares. Like, nobody's gonna watch your movie for the fucking writing. Because right then and there, it just sounds like it was from an episode of Rugrats. And I have to explain that again. Or it could have just been a fucking cartoon. Okay, so let's get to dialogue. Nobody cares. It's just about a bunch of talking babies that nobody really cares about except the dumb different demographic and the parents and the kids that watch this dumb shit. Okay? The cinematography and visuals, it's probably just like the first one where you have characters really up close into the camera. And I can't stand that, seriously. Like, why have characters this up close into the camera? It just doesn't make no sense. It's like you're asking to make this like a live action cartoon, which cartoons sometimes have the character up close into your face. So, yeah. And it's probably horrible cinematography and visuals. Sorry, I have really bad indigestion from this movie. So, anyways, the practical and special effects and CGI effects. Yeah, because they have to really use CGI effects in this movie for the fucking babies doing the fight scenes or whatever. Yeah, up to this point, I don't really fucking care. Just how I didn't care about the first movies, cinematography and visuals and practical and special and CGI effects. No, here I don't fucking care about the CGI effects because it's just horse shit again. Seriously. And what I could say to that is, I would rather have this comb shoved up my ass to the end of this tip. See this tip right here? Yeah. To where this tip is at. And I would rather have it forced in there than to ever see the damn it, I'm getting off topic, but back on topic. Than to ever see the special effects in this film. I don't really fucking care. Okay, people? I really don't. And I guess you could say, as for everything in this movie, it's fucking horrible. Okay, and the music too is horrible. The scores, the original scores, and all that, probably fucking horrible. Okay, and the movie overall itself, I would say do not watch this. Do not let your kids suffer through this crap. Let them watch better movies. Let them go watch Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast. Or let them go watch The Problem Child 1 and 2. And those are 10 times better films than this. Okay? And let them go watch the first Dennis the Menace movie. And let them go watch whatever movie it is that they want. But if they want to watch this, no. Do not let them watch it. Alright? And here are some things that I would rather do than to ever watch the two films. Okay? I would rather have my eyes gouged out by a fucking crow, or picked out, or plucked out, whatever the fuck. Um, I would rather eat a burrito full of shit than to ever hear the sounds and hear the music in this movie. I would rather have this drill go into my forehead and throughout my whole head than to ever watch or see on my TV. Yeah, it's really that fucking bad, people. The movies are really that fucking bad up to this point where I want to put a drill into my head. Okay, seriously, I want to fucking put this drill into my head. Because I don't want to suffer through this shit. Really, nobody does. Nobody fucking wants to suffer through Baby Geniuses and Baby Geniuses too, because they are horrible films, to believe it or not. And they might be a lot worse than half of the shit that I covered on This Movie Sucks. And half of the shit that I covered on Rants. Yeah, it's really that fucking bad, people, that... Ugh. And I asked myself, why was Baby Geniuses 1 and 2 made? And it was for the money. We have got to have money. And also the fact that whoever this person is that made up the shit is a fucking doofus and a dumbass. okay? And wasting our time and money, and people's time and money. And there's some people that like this other tripe, okay? Let me explain something to you. If somebody says in the comments, go watch these movies, no, I'm not watching these movies. And like I said before in the first video, listen, okay, you would have to pay me to watch these two movies. I'm not watching them for free, and I'm not buying them. And even if they are for free, I'm not getting them. And even if somebody sent them to me, I'm not gonna fucking watch them. You know what I'll do with them? I'll fucking break them. Seriously, is that. And I'll knock them the fuck out. Yeah, because how terrible pieces of shits they are. So, yeah, anyways, I am out. Peace.